And now, to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Representing the three-time Stanley Cup champion New Jersey Devils, Arlette.
I feel like I'm at a game. Oh my gosh. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Sunday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast, Sunday edition. As a matter of fact, it is the Sunday edition that's in first place right now in the Metropolitan Division. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Shorts Guy, our very own Shorts Guy, not as the emergency backup broadcaster. He's actually part of the Sunday podcast. Made that correction
yeah, I know.
From last summer.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in the bunker and somewhere in the boonies in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Somehow your internet's working for now, Shorts
For
Guy.
now.
Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. You know, Shorts Guy, let me tell you something. There's a place in New Jersey called High Point. It's in Sussex County, right? High Point.
That is correct.
Let me ask you this, because I know the answer to this right now, but is it lonely on the top?
It is quite lonely on the top.
Kind of like as if you're in first place of the Metropolitan Division, which somehow I don't know how we got there, but it just feels so good.
Somehow we got there. Somehow
the New Jersey Devils, at this moment, 9:04 p.m. Eastern, on Mischief Night, October 30th, 2022, are in first place. I don't care about the games played, because I know all the naysayers and the negative fans are like, duh, but they paid one extra game. It doesn't matter. It's beyond their control. The fact of the matter is they are in first place, the New Jersey Devils. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I forgot it's this camera. Like an idiot. The Devils are in first place. Philadelphia is in second place. And the Carolina Hurricanes are in third place. So take that. Who would have ever thought?
I think the wildest thing is the fact that the Flyers are in second. I think that's the only thing more unbelievable than us being in first, because the Flyers did almost nothing.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm switching back to my normal camera because this is just
there you go.
Yeah, I was just testing in the other camera. This other camera is going to be at American Whiskey, so we could like move the camera around so people could be waving. I'm on TV.
I'm on television.
Yeah, Devils are in first place, man. First place.
First
But
place.
yeah, look, the Flyers. I actually said this in the beginning of the season. You can check the video out on the Woo Report and the Game Day Live and even Devils After Dark on the first game of the season. I don't think the Flyers are going to be that bad. They're going to need a lot of help, but they're not going to be that bad. I also think that the Carolina Hurricanes are kind of the gold standard right now, along with the Tampa Bay Lightning in the East. And it's just October, but it's kind of nice that the Devils kind of turned their lethargic start into this. And they're doing it without Andre Palat, who is on IR right now and going to see the doctor tomorrow
Yes,
to
he
see
is.
what's wrong with them.
That's not good for my fantasy team because he was doing really well for me in my fantasy league. So
yeah, and
kind of sucks.
my wife would say this, and I'm oblivious to everything, but I just saw your T-shirt. I love it. I love it. Can I zoom in?
There you go. Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead, zoom in.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
all
zoom
you
in.
Sam Wu haters and the hate
New-
Lindy Ruff, all right? You could buy this T-shirt.
New
You
limited
could buy
merch.
this T-shirt. And let me tell you something. I'm going to say this out loud right now. Shorts Guy would not tell me what he was going to come up. But he
There it
has
is.
the official I Hate Sam Wu T-shirt. You could buy it now, $20. If you really, 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 really hate Sam Wu, it's $50 if you love Sam Wu, but you just want that T-shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I needed to do it. I've been trying to do it for a while now.
I
And,
like it.
Finally got one printed. When did I print it? I printed one last weekend or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should put that on Hockey Buzz as well. It will sell like hotcakes.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll talk after the show. I'll put a link together.
Yeah, we'll put a link
I
together.
The I Hate Sam Wu t-shirt. The official I Hate Sam Wu.
And just in full disclosure, there is no like kickbacks or any endorsement deal that I'm getting from SG Apparel on this. I'm just allowing it to happen just because it makes Shorts Guy happy. And if it makes you happy, that's great too. You see, on this podcast, when you're in first place, everybody's happy. It doesn't matter. Even that kind of T-shirt that's really, kind of, degrading me, that's fine. As long as you're in first place, I'm a happy guy.
We did have a conversation a while ago that I was going to make this T-shirt, and it just took a little longer than I had hoped to make it. I remember we discussed it.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. Are you going to send one to Amanda Stein as kind of one of these promo things to get the word out there?
I can.
To other Devils influencers.
I can do that.
All right, so people are probably going to be listening to this podcast in the car tomorrow. So let's get back to the topic. We've been talking a lot of trash, but on this podcast, we have to be a little Canadian about it. We got to make small talk before we get to business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's put it this way, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. Friday's game and Sunday's game was very impressive on so many levels.
Yes.
They were without Palat. Vitek Vanacek gets a shutout against the reigning Stanley Cup champions, although they're on the East Coast, or I wouldn't say they're struggling, but they are the team to beat, though. And today, at the Rock on Dano Day, no less, they put up, as what Erica Walker said, a touchdown, putting that on the board. 7-1 victory. They peppered over 80 attempts on goal, essentially.
Did they eclipse 50 shots? I know Chico was counting it on the radio
53.
broadcast, but
53.
They got to 53.
I think 53 shots.
I tell you what, I was listening to today's game as I was working, and I just absolutely felt bad for was it Merzlicki?
Yes.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. I've been in that position where you're making a bunch of saves, and your team just doesn't want to do anything for you, and just being shelled. I mean,
I remember
if
witnessing that at the Rock, actually.
you did witness that at the Rock, yeah.
Yeah, when you were in goal against a bunch of ringers from New York.
Yeah, and I had a bunch of D4 and D5 guys in front of me.
Yeah.
If you think about it, he had 53 shots. He almost faced a shot a minute over the 60 minutes, which may not sound like a lot, but it is. And the way that Chico described it, it sounded like that Columbus wasn't even standing up for him in front of the net. Like it was just free for all on him.
Yeah.
So I felt for him. But with that being said, the fact that we put 7 goals in today is fantastic.
Yep.
Overall, I mean, that was huge. And one thing I got to say I hated, my radio, because I was listening on Sirius XM, and the radio feed was about 30 seconds behind the game. So I was getting notifications that we scored.
Were you doing Sirius XM online, or were you doing it through radio?
I was doing it online through the app.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's by nature, because I know how it goes. It actually goes this 5 years ago. It goes from the Prudential Center to Entercom, CBS Radio, the old CBS Radio, and then it gets redistributed to NHL, and then it gets redistributed from there to Sirius XM, or it just goes all over the place. It's routed differently. That's part of the reason why in the online world, streaming world, there's always a buffer. They're always concerned of outages. So that's why. You know
that's
what
a
I've
long
done?
Buffer though. 30 seconds 30 to 45 second buffers. That's long.
But that's the nature of a lot of these CDNs. Anyway, we shouldn't even be talking about
technical talk.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But that tells you how great the Let's Go Devils podcast is. Ours is about 3 to 4 seconds, right?
Yeah.
But there is a way to do it a millisecond. But anyway, the Devils won't hire me anyway, so I'm not going to tell them how to do it. Anyway, I've synchronized the Sirius XM and Bill Spalding and MSG Networks, where I've got Chico and Matt and the game at the same time, just to get a different perspective. Because, when you're listening to the radio or listening to the audio version, I guess we would say now, Chico and Matt do a great job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the analysis is different because it's not visual, it's all audio. And I think that's, pretty amazing. And getting back to the game today, and even on Friday, that the Devils are just swarming. These shots are not just coming from the perimeter. They're getting inside, which makes them extremely dangerous right now.
And they've been doing that all season. They've been getting north of 30 shots, I think, almost every single game this season. So they're shooting. So I'm assuming that the message in practice and on the bench is to shoot, because they got a lot of good shooters on the team. So they're listening to that. And for the first couple of games, they couldn't convert, against the Flyers, against Detroit. But man, recently they're putting it on net and they're converting, and it's been great.
Yeah, and they had 3 duds so far, the 3 losses, and again, it almost feels like the first 2 was kind of like, all right, a little nervous, early season jitters. And then they started the game against Anaheim like, I was already prepared to go 0-3 and do Devils After Dark.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been bloody mess on that.
Oh, yeah.
But they turned it around. And
they did.
Again, I'm going to reserve judgment to the All-Star game if this team's for real. Because if you're sports gambling, like on the Bet Stamp app, the Devils have screwed me in the past all the time. Just when I think that they're good, they fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen at this point because another player I want to mention to you, Shorts guy, is Nico Hischier.
Oh,
He's
man.
on fire. I don't think he wants anybody to talk about Cale Makar right now. I think
Yeah.
he's fed up with it.
Oh, yeah. And there was actually a really good, I don't know if you caught it, if you had the radio broadcast on, but there was a great interview with him, I think in between the second and third. It was a interview that Matt Loughlin did yesterday after their practice. And basically Matt Loughlin asked, indirectly but directly asking, and basically saying that a game like Friday's, where the Devils went up, 1-0, that last year in that type of game, the team would have, especially in a 6-on-4 at the end, probably would have allowed that game-tying goal at the very end.
Yeah.
And, without directly asking, Matt Loughlin was basically saying, that last year this would have happened. So is this a different team? And Nico said, absolutely. It's a better team than last year. It's a different team than last year. And this was the constant problem the last couple, for a while, is that the Devils were allowing a game-tying goal. The last 5 minutes of the third period was just horrendous for the Devils. I'm sure if you go back and you review the tape and you look at the data, like they're either allowing game-winning or game-tying goals within the last 5 minutes. And this is going back to when Corey Schneider was our goaltender too, after 16. 2017, 18, 19, 20. It seems like that was the hallmark of this team, that they played for 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and that last 5 minutes was just horrendous. But a game like Friday, and I'm cautiously optimistic, much like you are. A game like Friday where they're able to hold that victory and they can hold that 1-0 lead and to close it out is a vast improvement to what we've seen in the past, because they just couldn't close it out in the past.
And they went partying with their Halloween party, I think, the night before, or something like that. And then they had some autograph session, with the members
midweek,
and all that.
Thursday, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So kudos to them to staying focused.
Yeah.
And still getting the job done. And I've been very critical because I've been always saying, can we stop the marketing and pat in the back till we get this straightened out? But the fact that they're winning and they're having fun at the same time, it makes you feel good. I think John Marino right now, I'm getting his jersey. Aside from the football calls that have been going on in Devils After Dark, but John Marino for Ty Smith and draft picks or whatever.
That was a fleecing of Pittsburgh. As of right now, it's a fleecing of Pittsburgh.
But at the same time, we did Pittsburgh a favor in terms of salary cap. So,
absolutely.
So, I think it's mutually beneficial. The Devils get early dividends now, but I don't think any of us, although Lil Steve told us on Hockey on Tap, I don't think any of us thought that John Marino would be this good this early on. And I'm not even talking about points, like scoring today. I'm talking about his positioning. Has anybody seen his positioning out on the ice? It is spot on 99.9% of the time. It's spot on. We talk about leaving guys open on the crease or, all that kind of stuff. Even the fact that he got a penalty today. Well, what did Dano say? He mentioned the word beef. He mentioned the word beef.
Beefalytics.
Yes, beefalytics. And John Marino, I want his jersey right now because just the way he's playing the game. Again, more of an offensive Siegenthaler who did score today on the power play.
Graves, Siegenthaler, and Marino.
Yeah.
Goals today. Holy crap! Our defensive, our offense contributions, our offensive contributions from our defensemen. There you go.
Yeah.
Fantastic today.
Yeah.
We're getting scoring from all positions, which is great.
Yeah.
And I think in that Nico Hischier interview, I think Nico said that. I think it was Nico because it was either him or the Hula interview. one of them said that it was always a pain in the ass to play against Marino, and it's been great to play with him now that he's on the team. So that's that's a huge pop. That's when you're playing against you, and play against.
Sorry, Shorts Guy, your feed is dropping again, but we're going full screen to me as Shorts Guy fixes his internet or whatever. I think it's fixing itself right now, but that's what happens when you have New York Rangers Optimum online type service. I got you back now, Shorts Guy. I think you're
all right, good.
Yeah, I was just trying to cover for you, but
thank you.
Yeah,
Internet.
See, that's what happens, folks. The New York Rangers are just trying to trying to screw with us right now.
My crappy internet finances.
And it's not like Shorts Guy is like not paying. Like it's not like he has like some kind of like public broadband or anything. He's paying a lot of money for this each month, and I can't believe that these companies anyway get away with it. I'm going to read off some comments as Shorts Guy's feed is going to be improving. Let's see. Devils, baby, cheers, guys. Andy A, Dave Singer. He plays like Andy Green in his peak. Talking about John Marino. Metro Ice Hockey. Sam, do you still want Lindy fired? No, I still want Lindy hired. See, I've been pro Lindy Ruff from the start, dating back to February of this year when everybody wanted Lindy Ruff fired. I think he was the only coach till the end of the season to coach his team. You're looking good, Shorts Guy. I'm looking you at on the camera.
Looking good now?
Yeah. Are you tethering?
All right, good.
Yeah, you're probably tethering.
I was trying to, but it wouldn't connect for some reason.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. And I hear your phone vibrating.
Yeah.
Text messages from your significant other?
One of them, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if we could make it for the next 7 minutes, Shorts Guy. Because I want to sell some I Hate Sam Wu t-shirts on November 12th for our tweet up. We're going to have a tweet up on at American Whiskey before the Devils take on the Coyotes. 4 p.m. Eastern. You better be at American Whiskey. Maybe we should, I don't know, do you think we should give them away or sell them, Shorts Guy?
Give away a few.
I think we can.
Give away a few, and if you have to purchase one.
Wow. I mean, I want to wear one, actually. I wear any of your T-shirts.
I know you do. You're always very supportive of my my T-shirt conglomerate.
Yeah.
But I know I'll be wearing this to Devils games in the future.
Yeah. And then you're going to get a lot of high fives from the haters, too. That's going to be the funny part. You're going to get...
I know.
But I do want to ask Devils fans right now. I'm going to go to the Facebook Live. We got a lot of people. Ryan Hutner, Brad, LGD, Cheryl Miller, did you go as a witch at today's game? I thought I saw you on TV. Craig Best is watching. Mike Rossi, happy Devil Sunday to you. Let's go to the YouTube Live. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, I still need to continue our conversation. Oh, my goodness, on Twitter, on the back channels, on the direct message. Wasn't done. Just got caught up with podcasts all day.
Yeah, you've been podcasting all day, Sam. Good. Yeah, credit to you. You've been on multiple times today.
Look, when the Devils are winning, that's all you do is podcast.
Oh, yeah.
When they're
that's
losing,
what we've been waiting for.
Then you start making up excuses.
Yeah. No, it's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for a period of time where we can podcast and have, good hockey being played by our New Jersey Devils. And we're, right now we're living in that moment and we're going to enjoy it. And with all hope, it continues. we're gonna have to go for the ride, that we're on right now.
Yeah, and you know what? This is how cool our community is. You saw this in the group text. I texted Ken Danico
Yeah.
before the game today, and he responded back. He's very humbled. Very humbled.
Mhm.
I thanked him for being a friend of the podcast, coming on, taking the time out, especially during the pandemic. Coming out.
Those were fun conversations.
Yeah.
Those were such fun conversations.
He was so amped up, I thought he was going to break his computer. It's him and Cam Jansen. They intimidate me. It's like when he gets all the time.
I thought Cam was going to come through the phone and like just strangle me and punch me in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how intense he was.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, says podcast Iron Man right there with Phil Kessel.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I bet you I eat more than Phil Kessel. I swear to you. Shorts guy knows my eating. I'm just a pig.
Yeah.
I'm a pig.
Oh man. Sam, the crap we used to eat together.
Oh
it's
my
just
goodness.
Horrific.
At Wingman?
Double Punch Mondays?
Yeah, Double Punch Mondays. Unfortunately, Wingman's no longer around. Double Punch. We used to go to the place called Wingman in Mount Arlington, New Jersey. Just this obscure place. Just good friends with those guys. I haven't seen them in years. And we would go on Mondays because they would give this a card to us. So if you go there 10 times, you get a free wingy meal.
Free wings or something.
Yeah, something like that. But on Mondays, not only you get one punch, you get double punch. So we go every Monday with I bet you my wife's listening in like, oh my goodness. We go every Monday just to get it. And then I think at one point, like, okay, now we got our free like wings. Then I got like some like gout like symptoms.
The summer of gout.
Yeah, the summer of gout. And it's all because of all the wings that were I don't know. It was just
Yeah, summer of gout.
Yeah.
That's when I was that's when we were at Wingman like every other day. It's probably not good for our health, but whatever.
Yeah. But we're still alive right now, so that's all that matters.
For now we
right?
are at least.
But November 12th, Shorts guy, I know you've got scheduling conflicts. We're working things out. But November 12th.
Yeah, trying to work that out.
We're going to have a tweet up. A lot of keyboard warriors on Twitter like to talk a lot of trash. A lot of them are very complimentary. I like to put the name to the face, to the screen name. Just hang out. We're all Devils fans here. Brat Pack will be there. Brat Pack sold like 150, 200 tickets
to
that game.
That's great.
So, a lot of the Brat Pack people. So we're going to have like a Jesper Brat theme. I'm going to make some graphics. Going to ask for volunteers. Backhanded Devil. Little Fireboy. Maybe oh my goodness. To make that graphic so I can flash it on the big TV at American Whiskey. American Whiskey is like really getting into this stuff.
Which is great. It's fantastic.
Just remember, it was just only a week and a half before the season started. We actually had no home. We literally did not, because Taj was unfortunately moving on. I think they did find another location with liquor license, but it's not going to be across the street from Prudential Center.
Yeah.
So it sucks, but don't worry. I'm going to be eating the catfish once they have grand reopening somewhere in New York. So T, the wonderful people at Taj, T and Lisa.
She was fantastic.
T
was great.
She held my hand. It's like, don't worry. I'll introduce you to the owners at American Whiskey. They're really good. Like, held my hand over there. And Mariah and Frank the Tank, Cheech. There's a guy named Cheech. He's a partner. Casey. They're all like, yeah, we heard a lot about you guys. Yeah, why don't you come over on opening night? It's like, all right. We want to make this an official bar, You know what you're getting yourself into. Oh, yeah. I was like, do you have any catfish? They said no. They're like, all right, we'll talk. We'll work on that a little bit later. I bet you, I wonder if some of our fans and listeners have been asking for catfish at at American Whiskey. That's another thing.
That's-
But we're going to
that's
try to
all
get
you.
bratwurst. We're going to try to get bratwurst on the menu. That's one of my proposals. I can't promise you anything. I was able to get Taylor ham there.
Good.
Also,
None of that steak and pork roll.
yeah, well, yeah, that stuff. You go to Reds for that. Anyway, so I shouldn't have said that. But this tweet up November 2nd is going to be huge.
November 12th.
Oh yeah, 12th. Yeah, I'm thinking voting day.
That's
Is
the
that
8th.
voting?
That's the 8th.
Oh, it's the 8th. Oh,
Yeah.
I already did early voting on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not going to early vote. I'm going to go vote in person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did the early voting thing. I don't like lines. You know, I hate lines.
Believe it or not many lines to vote in Sussex County.
Okay.
Yeah, not many lines at 6:15 in the morning to go
Yeah.
vote.
So anyway, getting back to November 12th at American Whiskey, it's going to be a fun event. Also, other things that we're planning right now in the works, and you know, we're in first place right now. We're talking a little Devils hockey. I think it's December 9th, Friday night game. Vinny Parisi.
Islanders.
Vinny Parisi is coming over to American Whiskey from Chicago. He is just going nuts when he looks at on the camera what's going on in American Whiskey. He will be in town with his family. And he and I have not met before in person. He's met Chico. But he's never met me. And we're going to do a podcast December 9th at American Whiskey. So just giving you our preliminary.
With more to come.
Yeah.
With more to come.
And December 12th, Devils Rangers at Madison Square Garden. American Whiskey, New York, not Newark, New York, which is a block away from Madison Square Garden, has tentatively allowed the Let's Go Devils podcast to do an invasion in New York City before that game on December 12th. And Vinny Parisi and I have tentatively committed to sit at that bar from start to finish with Game Day Live and Devils After Dark in enemy territory. I don't know if that's a smart move.
Can I tentatively agree to come as well for that one?
Hey, you know what? Bring your I Hate Sam Wu t-shirt. I bet you could sell 1 million of these to Ranger fans, especially when I
hate
trolled them
Sam
over
Wu.
the yeah. Just had. Anyway, we're just having a casual conversation, folks. If you want to hear real hockey talk, just hit fast forward to Devils After Dark on the podcast page for your commute. But anyway,
or listen to Hockey Untapped on Mondays because Billy Dean runs a tight ship over there.
Yeah, he sure does. No goofing around. No, I'm kidding. No, you guys. Yeah, but you guys do a good job because you're doing like the entire NHL. That's tough. Entire NHL.
It is fun though having four guys of four different views of the league from four different teams.
Yeah.
So it does bring a lot of fun to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy says get Spectrum Internet. Dave Singer says
I wish.
#hire Ruff. Oh, I got a nice tweet from Tyler. He was the founder of SB Nation. We've had him on the podcast with Nick Villano, and I put out a tweet tonight. Who let the dogs out? Ruff. And he, everyone told me to give it up 3 weeks ago. And he wrote something nice, and some of the fans are actually admitting that they may have been wrong, which, that's cool, but it's not about right or wrong. It's about respect, right? I have an opinion, you have an opinion, whatever. But Tyler writes, now is a good time for you to take a nice little victory lap. And then Pucks and Pitchfork says victory seems excessive. It's like it's never ending. But
I would caution you to give it a little bit of time before that victory lap.
Oh no, I'm already predicting December 3rd. It's gonna go off a cliff somewhere.
I hope not.
I hope not to. I hope not to. But also, JCB Architectural gave out tickets twice already. 2-0.
Yes, they have. Thanks to them.
Yeah.
Thank you to them.
Did you see the email that I received from Christopher? I put in the group text.
I saw it real quick, but I was working, from about noon until 7 tonight, so I couldn't really. I didn't get a chance to read it. It looked positive, though, I think.
Yeah, it says having a great time so far and being here on Ukrainian Heritage Day and being of Ukrainian heritage is an added bonus. I even got to say hello to the Ukrainian ambassador to the United States. He was very happy, and he saw a 7-1 victory. As well. Yeah, it was big. It was big. So, Shorts guy, I know we've been doing more of Let's Go Devils podcast news than Devils news, but the Devils are in first place right now. Metropolitan Division. There's going to be plenty to talk about this week because they're going out in the Western Swing.
Yeah.
Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton. Edmonton's going to be the big one. How fast is Edmonton and how fast are really the New Jersey Devils on that beautiful Canadian ice? That's going to be something that I'm looking forward to. I know the games are going to be late. I know Devils After Dark is going to be late. But, I think it's going to be worth seeing where this team measures up against other teams in the Western Conference as well, which have beefed up. Calgary had a whole overhaul. Edmonton should be better after another year. Draisaitl.
Edmonton's weird.
Yeah.
Edmonton's weird.
Yeah. And you know what? Right now, I'm just content right now. The Devils are putting 100% effort now. I don't care about wins or losses at this point. Play a full 60 minutes. And they literally did this tonight.
Last two games. Today and Friday.
Yeah.
Full 60-minute games.
And that's
it's and like we were talking about, it's what we've been lacking in the last couple of years, and for right now we have that going on, which is great. So here's hoping that we can keep that up.
Yeah, I mean they kind of had a dud against the Capitals, but second half of the back-to-back they beat Detroit in Detroit, got a little confidence there. Waited till Friday, did a couple parties, Halloween partying, and the season ticket holder signings, and then shutting out the Cup champions, and then 7-1 victory over Gaudreau's BJs, the Blue Jackets. Pretty impressive, folks. Devils are in first place. And, all right, well, I guess we're going to cut out Shorts.
Yeah, we'll cut a little early.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Any last thoughts?
Just keep it going. Just keep this going, Devils.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, you and I are going to talk about those I Hate Sam Wu t-shirts. I think Mrs. Wu wants one as well. I'm sure
that works for me.
Yeah. Maybe that's going to be the signal, around the household when she's annoyed.
When she's had enough of you.
Yeah, she wears a t-shirt.
The days that she's annoyed with you, she'll just throw the shirt on.
Yeah, and that's when I just go back to my hole and. Yeah.
I can provide, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess my last thoughts were, look, enjoy it now, folks. Enjoy it. Enjoy the whole climb to the top. Right now, it's just temporary. This Devils still need to keep on going. And we'll have all the coverage, all of it.
Yes, we will. All week.
I want to thank all those watching, listening in. The last of the quadruple header Sunday. Enjoy the commute to work tomorrow. It's 10-2 on the wheel. Till next time, let's go Devils.